Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is the Boom Bar right here on your Boom Radio NG. And I bid you one welcome to the bar today. It is Friday. Whoop whoop. It's thank God it's Friday just today at the Boom Bar. And we're gonna be talking about quite a number of things today. For people that are just knowing Boom Bar for the first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. And also people that been here before, still welcome. We're going to be talking about quite a number of things. Like I said earlier today, we're going to be talking about some power tussle. There is gist on a bit of sports in Nigeria. There is Nigeria's FX reserves. We're going to be keeping a bit of tabs on President Tinubu to know where he is as president of Ajala travel all over the world, you know. And NELFUND also has an update. We know, for people that do not know, we'll break down all those things to you. ASU is long time no see. ASU, they're back again in the news. I think that they like to hear their voice, so it's good. It's good to have everybody to want to be important. So we're going to be talking about that and every other thing. This is New Music Friday. We'll get around to that as well. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show with us today. But I am not alone on the show. You know, it's me, Dolupo, the one and only. But not alone today. As usual, there is Sola Rogers.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank God it's Friday. It's always nice to have you guys there.
Okay, so we're going straight into the show today, and we're starting with a very interesting conversation. I would say that has been going on for a past couple of days. And one would not have thought that this would, we will degenerate to this point where we'll have these conversations. Or you wouldn't think that, let me say we. I would say personally, I would not think that we are at the point where these people will be having a tussle kind of. And it seems to be, would I say, a power tussle or supremacy tussle or whatever it is. But it's between two first-class kings in the southwest, and that is Alaafin or Oni. Or would I say that Alaafin is the one fighting Oni? Because at this point, I'm not sure the Oni has said anything about it. And I know that this conversation started, I think it started when there were talks. So in fact, I won't say it started because there's always been, a bit of back and forth since the Alaafin, there was the advent of the new Alaafin. But I think it really became very pronounced when there was a statement that was put out by the media aide of the Alaafin talking about giving the Oni 48 hours. If I'm correct, that 48 hours should have elapsed by now. About one of the chieftaincy titles that he gave, saying that he's supposed to be that responsibility lies solely with him. And I remember that I think the media aide of the Oni had said that they were not going to dignify that with a response, and then they were waiting for the 48 hours to elapse. I'm just giving a background. And then there's an old video that popped up that happened a few weeks ago. I think this was at the Shango Day, World Shango Day, where
that was last week. Shango Day was last week,
where he had apparently made a statement that the Alaafin is the first Kabiyesi, recognized the name Kabiyesi came from Alaafin Shango. Funny enough, I'm not sure that there was people really read meaning to it as at when he said it. Not until this back and forth started. That's when a lot of people started bringing out all those funny videos. And then there was now a statement that was attributed also to the Alaafin now, saying that there was a treaty by the British government when they were colonizing Nigeria. And they had talked about, I think there was supposed to be some form of treaty, and that treaty was made with the then Alaafin, and that they made the stool of the Alaafin the most supreme leader or the most supreme king in the southwest or in Yoruba land. Let's put it like that. And this is what it seems to have been causing a lot of conversation.
As an African, and one that actually believes in our tradition and our culture to a very large extent. It's heartbreaking for me to see the people who are meant to be the custodians, the people who have been chosen by the system to pretend. It's a pity to see them. I have to pick my words. To see them put everything at risk. Let's be very honest with ourselves. The monarchy globally is dying.
Yeah.
The monarchical
system of doing things
is dying. In some countries that have monarchies, they are just ceremonial heads now.
Only very few are still like heads of state.
Very, very few. And in Nigeria, in Yoruba land, we've always had a monarchy. And I look at the bastardization of this thing with the new laws and the rules and regulations brought in by first the white man, then now the government. And my heart bleeds, because if we were still in those days, these kings would be supreme.
Mm-hmm.
But now, no matter what blue blood you claim to have, you are subject to the whims and caprices of a politician.
Of a governor.
You are paid by a local government chairman, and you are chosen and endorsed by a governor. And you are also bound by the dictates of a commissioner. Yeah. There's commissioner for chieftaincy affairs and local government things.
Mm-hmm.
So how much of a king is anybody? Then, let's get down to brass tacks. Our new Alaafin, the Alaafin of Oyo, is talking about the colonizer's endorsement. There's no, if controversy was the order of the day, is fine. But if contradiction was a person, wouldn't it be this statement that was made by our revered king? That
like
the colonizers, the people who got on a boat or ship or barge or whatever they did, came to Africa, took us as slaves, did a whole lot of things, endorsed you as a king, recognized you as king, and that's your claim to superiority.
Exactly.
I thought it would be more of the lineage, it would be more of the blood, it would be more of the history that was passed down from generation to generation. The position of the Alaafin is highly revered. In fact, I would say that there's no king like the Alaafin, especially because of the Shango connection. But the position of the Oni is highly revered too. And I will also say that there's no king like the Oni.
Yeah.
2 days ago, when this thing started, I said it here. I said, look, isn't it better for them to judge on their own? Even if they're going to fight, let it be in a room together. Like, they sit down and I hate what you did. I don't like this. You shouldn't have done this, or you shouldn't have done that. And as men and as kings, they move on. And the Alaafin has some kind of judgment that backs that thing that he's saying. I have not seen it, but at least that's the general belief.
At this point,
but
I'm beginning to even doubt this story, because if this new statement is what...
So if that is the...
Oh my God.
If that is the leg that he's standing on, it is very, very strong. I get the part where the Nigerian Supreme Court has made a pronouncement. It is bearing on all of us.
Yeah.
We are bound by it. But you are now going further to talk about...
The pronouncement, or as what?
Even the need to... There's something that was said in Game of Thrones, that if you have to say that you are a king, let me not finish the rest. Let's put... Anybody can put what I've said together. I don't know what you don't understand. Like...
It doesn't make any sense. At this point, Don't let me say the statement that came to my head, because I think that two things. Number one, remember that a large chunk of Nigerians or Southwesterners, especially the older people, I remember a lot of people have said it here and there, that the advent of bringing really young kings into these systems and looks like they're watering down our tradition. And it's been a conversation that has been going on around the last couple of years. I remember they talked about it even with the Oni. I remember they talked about it with the Iwo King. They talked about it for the Ogbomo. They talked about it, but virtually like the new younger kings, how they seem to be watering down the whole tradition and all that. And I think that the Alaafin is making that point known. Is giving these people a stronger point. One would have thought that, okay, because the truth is, as much as you're saying these younger kings, I would go back to the Alaafin that just passed on. He was one of the longest serving monarchs. Why? Because he became a monarch when he was really young. The Awujale that just passed on was also one of the longest serving monarchs in Africa because he was really young too. So the argument of, us having younger kings, I don't think it holds water, because these ones that you knew there for so long were there for so long, they too were also younger. So in fact, way younger than the ones that we have now. A lot of them are in their 40s, yeah, and 50s. These people were kings as early as their 20s. So, what is the difference? Is it that people that are being kings now do not know what it really means to be a king? Because this argument of them watering down our tradition and all with their actions or inactions, there's the issue of the religion and all that. Would you blame people now? No, you will not blame people, because first things first, I think that it is a tad bit shameful what is happening. And then to now worsen it, even if you're going to stamp your authority, which, as I had pointed out, at this point, there's almost no authority anywhere. Most of these things, I think that a lot of these kings are more of ceremonial. They're more of, upholding our tradition. But also, we'll say that, when it comes to security, they're really the closest to the people and all that. I get that point. So there's still the usefulness of these kings in this era. However, shouldn't we, even if they don't have the kind of, they don't wield the kind of power these stools used to wield before, shouldn't we get to a point where we respect ourselves? To now worsen it, you wanted to stamp your authority, because that's where I think this is going. You had to use whoever gave the Alaafin or his media aid this idea of the people that colonized you, where it's now that. Are you saying that is superior to the Constitution of Nigeria? Because they said you signed one treaty in whatever time. That's what makes you the supreme head of the Yoruba people. Sir, maybe you do not know. You will wake up tomorrow and the governor will literally remove you. In fact, it gets to a point where the governor has the powers to even cancel the stool completely. There's nothing that's going to do.
In Kano, Emirates were created.
5, it was cannibalized. Nothing happened though. Everybody made noise. Up until now, I'm not even sure they have an official emir, because everybody is doing as they like.
There's no clear-cut.
Do you understand? So this is the point where we are now. And then even if we are trying to uphold this and trying to hope that these governors will even try to do the right thing, or what we think is the right thing, this dance of shame is what we're doing. I think that is so ridiculous that a first-class king as high as the Alaafin is doing this. I'm at this point, we don't know what the Oni will do tomorrow, but at this point, I think that I like the angle that the Oni is towing of just being quiet.
And another thing is that everybody's waiting for the 48 hours ultimatum to lapse.
It has lapsed.
No, it's not 48 hours yet.
It's not. It's 48 hours in your time.
In perpetuity.
In your time.
Again, that's why you don't issue out threats.
And you know the funny thing, let's even look at it. Even if you're going to, there's a 48-hour ultimatum. You didn't give 48-hour ultimatum to, I'm looking for maybe the name of, I don't know a town, maybe like Bale of Ajali Koko. No. It's the Ooni of Ife that you gave an ultimatum. And sir, you are still the Alaafin, so there's nothing anybody can do about it. Sir, what do you plan to do after that 48 hours?
Invasion now. There will be an invasion of the highest order. Ogunwolu.
Okay.
Maybe all these Nollywood guys will now have. they will have.
You are a mean fellow.
They will have work to do.
You are a mean fellow. They are just mean.
You know, if you are the husband of someone, or even boyfriend self, and the person that you are boyfriending, you have to say, is it not English?
No.
It's English now. If you are somebody's boyfriend and you are husbanding somebody, or you are wifing somebody and girlfriending the person, you have to say, am I not your girlfriend? Okay, that means
you're not.
You understand? You understand? Because that means in your mind there are some things that you are expecting, and the things you are expecting is not happening.
It's not happening.
So you have to start wondering, am I still the
minute
husband?
You start wondering, there's no
the
point.
moment that
Let's
are scripting, so why do I, after my coronation, why do I have to tell anybody I'm the king? Why? Do you understand? Why do I have to? Why do I have to say I'm Kabiyesi? No, I don't have to. You will know when you even see me. You will know.
Yeah.
You will know.
At this point, I just like to see this drama. Do I want it to end? Oh
see,
no,
the only
thing
that can happen soon. Now, the Council of Elders in Yoruba land need to wade into this. If possible, Mr. President should wade into it.
This is nonsense that you are doing.
We don't have the Awujale anymore, who I think was the oldest monarch in southwest Nigeria.
Yeah, but I think like the
I don't mean the longest serving. No, I'm talking about age.
Yeah, I think Alake should probably now be like one of the oldest.
Yeah, so I was going somewhere like that. The Awujale and all the other ranking kings who are respectable based on age and experience. It would have been a good time for them to step in to say, okay, hey, brothers, because you're brother kings. That's the truth. And the Oni's post is not a small post. The Alaafin's post is not a small post. It's not Bale of Shekusheye village.
What is okay?
Or Shakashuku town.
We're not doing this.
I'm just saying, please. It's
embarrassing.
We don't even need this at this time.
It's embarrassing. Let's don't even lie. Anyway, let's move on from that. Yeah, and since we're talking about kingship and all that, the Olubadan's coronation. Finally, the governor that now became a king. His coronation is next month, September 26th. That's the former governor of Oyo State, Senator.
I wish I had bet with somebody when I said 26th and somebody was not agreeing. I would have made some money.
Ladoja. It's no longer Senator Adewolu. It's now His Royal Majesty Adewolu. He's officially the Adewolu.
It's kingliness.
It's kingliness. It's royal
kingliness.
Majesty.
Yes.
The Olubadan.
The Olubadan in waiting.
So,
you let that one slide.
I'm just not going to say anything because nobody calls him Olubadan in waiting.
I do.
You are the only one.
I'm the one that can do it now.
Anyway, so just wanted to put out there for people that are planning to go to Ibadan to witness that. It's September 26th. I'm guessing it's going to be a very, especially with the kind of person he is, it's pretty much the former governor for that matter. Very, very influential.
Has entered the town.
Very influential person. At that, I can imagine how big someone like that's coronation will be. So shout out to your state government. You have to roll out the money again to do that one again. Anyway, moving on from that quickly.
Is it your money?
What's my own? Yeah, it's my money. Anyway, moving on, like I said, just wanted to put this out there. Updates. President Tinubu, he has now moved from Japan. For people that don't know, he left Nigeria, went to Dubai for like 2 days. Then went in Japan. It was in Japan for like another 3-4 days. After being in Japan, he's left now. He is going to Brazil. However, he's supposed to be in Brazil, I think, from the 24th. But today, he's left Japan now. And he's making a detour to California. And then going to Japan. We don't know if from Japan. Brazil. We don't know if from Brazil. They said he's coming back to Nigeria, but our Ajala travel president, that's the update for now.
Yeah, so a lot of people, a few people have been wondering, what's the detour to America about? You don't have his number. Call him now. Ask him. I don't know.
Oh my God.
I doesn't understand. I don't know it. But hey, my own hope and prayer is that Nigeria gets better. My hope and prayer is that these trips will lead to something fruitful for the country. You know, it's like when the sun shines, it shines for all. When it rains for all. So whether you like him or not, or you like the government or not, if the policies work, it works for all. And if the policies don't work, it doesn't work for all. So I would rather pray that everything just gets better for Nigeria collectively, so that the people who really don't like it, you know, they still know what to do. I don't think the borders are closed and they're still giving visa.
What's that supposed to mean?
You can take a walk.
Anyway, I just wanted to also put this out there. NiMet, as the Nigerian Meteorological Agency, has now announced forecast of thunderstorms and rain across Nigeria from today up until Sunday. Please, so
NiMet, well done.
Let's be just look
but
out.
I have a question for you. I have a
What
question
is it?
for you people.
What is it?
You people don't forecast the scores of football match. I'm asking for my friends.
That's
You see, NiMet, the other day he said rain will fall for 1 week. It fell. In fact, I think it fell for like 10 days. That rain full everywhere. So I think your predictions are
accurate.
Can you not use it?
What do you want to use the football prediction to do?
I don't gamble. I am
But-
not a gambler. But
speaking of gambling,
we have people.
India has banned gambling.
we have people who are close to us.
I don't know anybody that's gambling. Do I?
Sha don't cast anybody, Sha.
I'm just saying.
Don't cast our.
What are you doing? Like
Anyway, NiMet,
I'm behaving very suspicious.
NiMet, I go give my guy your number. Make una forecast. Not be only bad weather and I go to see.
I was also going to say it. There's only bad weather
every
that
time
I'm meant to see.
Thunderstorm,
rain,
sleet, snow.
That's the only thing they used to see.
Okay, if it's true that you people can see, when are we going to have snow? You see, you can't tell that. You don't know.
No, we don't have snow, please.
You don't even know.
We don't want snow. Thank you.
AC go rest.
Don't be saying such.
Why? Some of us like the cold weather.
Some of you like the cold weather. Yes, let's put that. I'm sorry, but I think a lot of people will just die in this country.
Why are you so gory?
Okay, all right.
I am moving on.
I've heard
Shout
what
out to
out there to
NiMet.
say.
You guys are doing a great job.
Anyway, so moving on from that, you know what? Let's even just have a little bit of rest from all this gist, and let's go to sports. A bit of sports, a bit of detour to sports. Then we'll be back with more gist. One of the gist that is blowing up now, and I think that on a normal day, people would be before people would normally be sympathetic to this kind of conversations. Mm-hmm. But I think everybody is now like, people are like, everywhere is red. And nobody is, answering. And you're wondering why. Yeah. So, today is, I think, the official funeral. I think started from yesterday. Official funeral of former Super Eagles goalkeeper, legend.
Yeah, former stationery stores goalkeeper.
Peter Rufai at
Dodo Mayana.
And there was an interview that was made yesterday, I think, at his wake at former Nigerian player Taribo West and was lamenting profusely about what that the federal government or the government generally does not to do anything for their legends, and they don't do anything. In fact, it was lamenting seriously, went on to the point where he said if he had any child that wanted to represent Nigeria, he will stop it and all that and all that and all that. And maybe he meant it, and also maybe thought that it was going to be met with a lot of sympathy and all that. However, Nigerians are not smiling at this point because everybody has been going. At least I have not seen one post all day that has supported what he said. And why? Everybody seems to be united on the fact that when you were playing for Nigeria, those things were not free. There's not been one post or one report that has shown that the Nigerian government owed someone like Peter Rufai any kobo. There's not been any issues, and it wasn't like these things when they were even representing Nigeria, they were free. These people played also, they had a career, and it's official that they actually made a lot of money even outside the country. So isn't it a sense of entitlement to expect that after all your lovely career and all that, the country still has to take care of you?
I just want to ask again, because I have not seen the video, but I have read a lot about it. What exactly did he say?
Okay, so he said that he's actually paying that the Nigerian government really never look after their own. Basically, I saw the video, that I'm just paraphrasing, but basically saying that Peter Rufai was not, kind of alleging that Peter Rufai wasn't taken care of when he was ill and all that, and then getting to the point where he actually said if he knows anyone, he would discourage the person from wearing the Nigerian.
Is this still a pastor?
I don't know that one.
Okay. All right, it's interesting. Taribo West, amazing footballer back in the day. You know, when you have Taribo in the team, say your back is solid. It was a fantastic defender back in the day, and he had a very, very illustrious career. How many people do you know played for the two big Milan giants? Do you understand? Played in France. Taribo had fantastic professional football career. But I know that maybe financially he's not been doing well for himself. Yeah, you will see it. When we go to the All-Star games or some of these events, you would know from the way people are dressed. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can
from the way things are, you would know.
Kind of see
yeah,
it. Yes,
you get it. I remember that there was a time when I was part of the people organizing one of these All-Star games, and two players refused to accept any of the monies we were paying. They got double or triple, but they had built their brand to that point, and we wanted to have them. But all the other guys got what was voted, and it was good money back in the day, like 10 years ago. And what I saw there was how some of them learned how to live after football. They had investments,
Yeah.
There was one of them that had the bottled water company. He had hotels, He had different investments. There was another one that delved into property, and bought houses here and there and did all of that. But the bulk of these guys, especially from Taribo's set, a lot of them, they didn't do very well for themselves in the area of saving for the future, in the area of locking down their investments and everything. And I think it stems from maybe not being aware of what the future would hold. Like, ideally, you're supposed to create your own pension scheme for yourself.
Yeah.
As a professional footballer, you did not work for government. That you say, you played for Super Eagles for 20 years, so after 20 years, you'll take. There's no such system. Do you understand? That's why they pay you those bonuses per game. You get your match bonus, based on victories and draws and losses. And you still, of course, you go to the hotel. I know that Nigerian sports administrators have been terrible in the past. And even maybe till now, some of them are. But Taribo West sounds like someone who feels that Nigeria owes them.
Yes, and I think that is ridiculous.
So, I'm not comparing you to the others. But I'm saying, if you had lived within your means, if you had also invested your earnings, would you be saying that government did this or didn't do that? The Rufai that you are using as canon for that, Rufai did not live like that. Rufai did not be. I know Rufai one-on-one. Rufai was a hard-working businessman. Do you understand? Like, Peter Rufai is someone that you call for some business and he's responding immediately. Do you understand? Like, he has his terms of engagement. He knows what he charges for this and that. He was building his academy. He was doing a whole lot of things. He has some corporates that he was always reaching out to. Rufai was highly respected. But yeah, maybe towards the end of his time on earth, he might have fallen ill. But Rufai, when some of you guys were storming, I used to go to Rufai's office for meetings at off Ogunlano Drive.
Yeah.
Do you understand? That's how big it was. It was an entire house. Star Roof. That was the name of his company. The man, might not be a poor person now, so he took care of himself. And I think that's the way we all should be. Now, God forbid you fall on bad times or you fall into a terrible situation and you require help and people come out to help you. But if you think that it's only footballers, and this is born out of how recently the new government of Tinubu has started recognizing the way we wanted it to be. We begged and begged and begged. Obasanjo was handshake, golden handshake. Buhari even tried, because some of the promises that were made as far back as the 80s and 90s, Buhari fulfilled them. Promises that were made by other presidents. Houses that they were supposed to give people. Under Fashola as minister, these things happened. But, sir, are you beefing these girls that got 150 million?
I also, yes, I think
I don't understand.
I think there's a tad bit of jealousy in the matter. I think that a lot of it, personally for me, I think a lot of it is couched in entitlement.
Yeah, it's wrong.
Again, it's wrong. When you were playing for Nigeria, let's come and say, when you played for between so and so time, you were not paid your allowances. Because
then we
have a conversation.
We will fight for you to get your money.
I was saying that when
maybe they are owing him, Sha.
Because when he would have said it, if take for example, you're a footballer that played outside the country and a banker, you're both professionals. You will not come out 20, 30 years after and say, the government did not. Like, if we look at it from that pedestal, make it make sense. The only explanation you can be giving us right now is if you say, there was monies that you were being owed. Now, there's also now talks of even using someone like a Peter Rufai as talk now, is that even the Lagos state government, the Lagos state FA actually came into, helped him during his trying times. And I feel that, if you really need help, yes, as someone that was being respected, you could actually ask for help. There are people that maybe you can reach out to that might be able to facilitate that help. But now making it seem like you deserve it just because you are. As what, sir? There's
a generation of players that didn't have it as good as your generation, Taribo. People like the Odegbamis of this world, the Okalas of this world, the Christian Chukus of this world. They were not even getting the kind of money you guys were getting from club and country.
It's because
they were not.
If we situate
they were not.
We say the likes of Osimhen, the likes of Ademola Lookman, the likes of Boniface, that they play for Nigeria and play for their top clubs as well, all these people talk about Tolu Arokodare and all that. 20, 30 years from now, and I say, Nigeria is not taking care of me. As what?
For why now?
Make it make sense.
With all the millions that you made.
If you need help, say you need help. But don't come and couch it in entitlement. I think it's ridiculous.
What do you want the soldiers to say? The policemen, people who have laid down their lives.
They're laying down their lives every day.
Those ones that were advocating that government should increase their pension
it's a choice.
and their salaries.
It's a choice. You could not have played for Nigeria. They will have found somebody.
You get
else.
as Nigeria don't go World Cup now. Nothing will happen. We didn't go to the last one.
Nothing will happen.
But make our soldiers no turn up for border and all those places. Make you see what will happen. And they're not even coming to tell you.
Anyway, Salamiti Global says the Oyo Empire existed long before many traditional rulers came to limelight.
True.
Yes, and nobody is arguing with that. No. However, if we're talking about longevity and all that, I'm not sure the seat of the what's it called? The Ife seat can also.
Ife is the cradle now.
So we can't
except we're changing that.
We can't even compare that. Even if we're comparing, you say maybe the Oyo and Ife. Do you understand? So I don't think we that is even what we can compare it with.
We know about how big the empire was.
But that's just was.
Emphasis on words.
Was.
What we're saying now is that things have changed and our kings are no longer as powerful as they used to be because now there's government.
Yeah.
But regardless,
let's respect
they
ourselves.
still seem to revert those positions like some of us do. So why are you both at loggerheads and you cannot sit down to settle these matters that you need to come on social media or come out in public to say I was the first king or the Alaafin was the first king or the first to be referred to as king, that the British recognize you? No, why are you even using the colonizers as an example?
That's even the worst excuse.
Why would you even use that?
That's the worst excuse for me. Anyway, moving on from that, basically, I know I was talking about the Mr. Taribo West issue. Now, moving on from that, Israel Adesanya is set to make a UFC return in Abu Dhabi. We'll see. We hope that he actually pushes his weight again, and we see the style bender do his thing again. Now, moving on, coming back to a lot of conversation in Nigeria. Nigeria's FX reserves have soared, is set to be about $41 billion, hitting a 44-month high. Oh, Tolu Akwaraja says they're both not meant to be there. Okay, so I'm guessing he's talking about Alaafin and Ooni, yeah? And you know, this is the kind of conversations that now come up because when you now see this kind of nonsense conversation, and I like, when people were saying these things, you are literally just giving people ammunition to.
Well, factually, the controversy surrounding both of them.
Both of them, yes.
Yeah, there were talks about when Ooni was going to come. It wasn't meant to be him. It was meant to be his brother.
Yeah.
And even with this Alaafin too.
Remember, they were like, the seat was vacant for like 3 years.
Some people even went to court.
Yes.
You know? Yeah, so
yes.
you made a strong point there.
So it's just very, very, it's ridiculous that we're announcing this. And I know that everybody is dragging the Ooni, but let's actually be honest at this point. The Ooni has not said anything.
Nothing good. The man has
He's
not said
actually
anything.
not said anything. All and this drama is coming
48-hour ultimatum came from Oyo.
Yes, everything is coming from the side of the Alaafin. And in fact, in my head, I'm like, Miss Daddy or Kabiesi sir, you just became king now. Be coming down, like calm down a little bit.
If I was going to advise them on some PR, I'm sorry, I'm going to throw my media team under the bus. That they were not. Nobody gave them the authority to give an ultimatum to the Ooni.
Don't know where it just says, I beg, leave them. Because, you know, the funny thing is that we get to a point where it's not like you had said, it's more of a traditional thing now, like, than authority. So, you can literally be ignored, and that's the truth. And nothing is going to happen.
Nothing, absolutely nothing. But
he says, Alaafin wants attention. I think I agree.
These are facts, actually.
I think I do agree with you at this one because it's very unnecessary.
Every market
drama is very unnecessary.
In the last 2 weeks now, every market day
there is one
statement or the
coming
other
from his side. Yeah, I think it's completely unnecessary. The things that we're seeing coming from his side. Anyway, moving on from that, interesting news is that NELFUND has now issued new guidelines on upkeep loan disbursement. And basically, what they're saying is that your school fees, we know school fees is being paid to the school. Their allowances. Nagaiman. Tolokparo just says Nagaiman. I don't know what you're referring to.
Ooh.
I don't want to know who you are referring to. I'm just going to move past.
The message did not show.
I'm just going to move past. Again. NELFUND is saying that so there is an upkeep that is paid to the student every month. Yeah. They're now saying that that upkeep only would happen when your school is in session.
Well, maybe it was an oversight on their part when they started. Now, for those of you who do not know, NELFUND is Nigeria's student loan platform.
Tolawara just says royalty don't talk too much. You
Exactly.
get
If royalty, no, they even go out too much.
You get.
Stay.
You have not told this thing to.
We got a see king everywhere, see king everywhere.
Watch
king.
all over the place. What are you people doing?
You are supposed to be very scarce. When they see you, people will revere you.
At this point,
this is your point, It's strong. I've said this more than once.
Don't talk too much. You are talking too much.
Every wedding you did there, bros. Every wedding, every
one person is you are seeing someone go to a paper too much. This one is talking too much. Let's be doing. Let's stop this. Let's stop it. Or basically, let's cook. Everybody scrap it. Because you post drama is getting too much. I agree with you.
Don't scrap it. Don't scrap it. Don't scrap it.
Wala is too much. I beg. Or top what? Anyway, you were going on about NELFUND, so please go ahead.
Yeah, so it's Nigeria's student loan platform, and it's majorly for people in tertiary institutions and other higher institutions of learning. And apparently, apart from the government helping you pay your school fees, which you pay back later, they are also giving them monthly stipends of, I think, about 20,000 naira. But now they've come out to say that, look, because now they've onboarded over 400,000 Nigerians. And what they're saying now is that the 20,000 monthly will be only during school sessions. So if a semester is going to be 3 months, you'll be getting that for 3 months.
So Tolawara just
the
says
one that you just go and sit at home and be getting
female
20.
attention. I don't know who you're referring to.
He wants what attention?
To know. He wants female attention. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're saying. I'm just reading it. I'm not going to put whoever it is you are referring to it. We move. Please go ahead. I just wanted to read the comment. Thanks.
So
oh my God. This one, I'm not good. Nope. No. No. Whoever is on YouTube will see it, but no. Please go ahead. You're looking for trouble, and I will.
So the clarity is that the loans will still come, will be paid to your schools. If for those of you who qualify to get the loan, it's not a grant; it's a loan. But the monthly 20,000 stipend will be only when you are in school, because really, actually, it doesn't make sense that you are home for 2 months holidays and they are still sending you 20K for a while now.
If your parents, let's be honest, if your parents cannot feed you for like 2 months, at this point.
So that's the clarity about
and
NELFUND.
I think that it doesn't.
And it actually makes more sense because now more people are being onboarded onto the platform for the student loans.
Exactly. Anyway, the Pharmacy Council of Nigeria has announced the sealing of 486 medicine premises in Niger State. In fact, there's a lot more with that number. They have, if I'm correct, they sealed 69 pharmacies, 127 patent medicine stores, and 290 unlicensed outlets.
So this is the issue, and all this has happened in Niger State. So the issue here is that some people have opened pharmacies without licenses. Some have licenses, but they have unqualified people manning the pharmacies.
Yeah. So sorry, I just want to.
Yeah.
Aki today Kende says, this bush I want to wash me this evening. Oyolo lo oba. Oyolo lo ba. Is that? But I think if that's what I think it is, I think you wrote it wrongly, because what you wrote is Oyolo lo oba, Watching you from Andrea City, south of Italy. Hi,
Oh,
hi,
fantastic,
hi.
man.
Fantastic.
Oh, wow. Shout out to you all the way.
Please, can you write it in English? I'm so sorry.
The Yoruba, you couldn't read. What do you understand by it? If you paraphrase.
Funny thing is that it says Oyolo Lo Oba. I don't think I understand it, but I've heard Oyolo Lo Oyolo Loba.
Yeah. There's no argument about the supremacy of the Alaafin. There's no. Is there an argument about that?
When it comes to the Ooni, yes.
No. The supremacy of the Alaafin as Alaafin of Oyo. There's no argument there now. Shango, we agree. What we're saying is that it doesn't have to talk or try to establish the fact that I'm the king. You are already the king. And if you have issues with the Oni, don't come to social media. Don't go to the media or any media
to have
this conversation with him one-on-one. Look, Oni, you cannot give this person the title of something of Yoruba land. And Oni would retract it and say, okay, since there's a law that says I can't do that, let him be the Okolomo of Ife.
Yeah, it's not.
And these are all ceremonial titles, We all know
it's
how
even
these
a
things
ceremonial
work.
title. That's the worst part. Like, so what's not the story about it? Anyway, so yeah, you were talking about the PCN, the pharmacies.
Yeah, so what it is that if all of that happened in Niger State, where over 500 sites in Niger State have infractions, they're selling drugs that are not supposed to be sold by pharmacies, they are administering treatments that they're not empowered to do, they're employing unqualified people as pharmacists, and some are operating without a license. If all of this has happened only in Niger, and we have 36 states plus Abuja, if you even do some kind of interpolation and say, okay, in other states is half of that, multiply that by 36. It shows you the kind of problems that we have. And it almost looks as if the regulatory bodies are just waking up now. I'm happy that they are clamping down on these people.
Yeah, but if they were been doing it a while ago, I get your point. It won't be this rampant. We won't get to this point.
And this is just one state.
Yes, it's so actually very, very sad. Anyway, let's move on quickly. Nigeria has announced the deportation of 60 Chinese and 39 Filipinos that have been convicted in crypto crimes.
These guys, virtually every month now, it's now news that people from the Philippines and from China are actually in Nigeria to perpetrate criminality, and they get caught and they get deported. And I'm like, wait, don't we have laws in Nigeria? There are Nigerians who have been arrested abroad now. They don't get deported after being judged. They do time.
Okay, so two things for me. Number one, do we have the space to add more people? Number two, is it just instead of feeding them, just take them back to their country, whatever
so that they can go to another country to do it, or find their way back through the back door into Nigeria. Because again, we need to ask a lot of questions. Did they get visas before coming in? When they're not supposed to be some kind of monitoring going on, you understand? There should be something that actually makes you, know
point actually.
How this happens. Because now it's too much. It's too much. This year alone, I'm sure there are over 200, people from that axis who have been caught in Nigeria, perpetrating, all sorts of criminal activities. They're carrying out criminal activities, and it doesn't look good on Nigeria.
It does
because their IPs and everything is traced to Nigeria. People will like,
exactly.
Oh, these people are fraudulent.
And the funny thing is that they're actually using like Nigerian identity to commit these crimes. That's the very interesting part.
There's always that willing idiot that would allow them even use them.
So we have a few comments. So Lokwa just says, Omona to deal with them. 1 minute, please. I want to check the back end, see if there is maybe a statement.
Yeah, it's talking about the. I'm sure it's talking about the foreigners that have
foreigners.
been caught.
Akitude Kende says, Oyo owns the king. I just came across your channel on YouTube today. I think I love your show.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Tolakwa Roger says Nigeria is soft.
We are. That's the truth. Like I say, you cannot just picture these same people, these Filipinos and the people from Philippines and China, who would maybe go to Saudi Arabia
I
or
just
Malaysia
they just boom your
or
head.
Indonesia. You now go and do all
They
this thing and they
just
catch
boom
you
your head.
in all those shares. You hear all those countries that have share.
It just boom your head.
Omo.
That's it. Anyway, talking about crimes or alleged crimes, EFCC has declared Atiku's son-in-law wanted for alleged money laundering.
This thing is going to be big. It's going to be big, in my opinion. It's going to be big.
So I saw a statement, I saw a video of an interview, I think with Dele Farotimi, and he made a very interesting comment. You might hate or love the man. And he said that, that he remembers that the APC had talked about how, I think there was one APC chieftain that had said that, I can't remember who, I think it was Oshiomole he was referring to, that had said if you come to APC, you would be forgiven. And he now said, basically what he's saying is that, so APC is not arguing that these people have skeleton in their cupboard. Because they were basically what the basis of what they were asking him was the fact that, isn't it like a witch hunt? I think he was talking about Tambuwal, former governor. And he said, even if it's a witch hunt, if you don't have skeleton in your cupboard, there's nothing to witch hunt you about.
Exactly.
Which
Why are they witch hunting? Why are they not witch hunting the other people? You know, and again, you know, he's rumored to have ties even to the new head of one of the top parastatals or companies in the oil and gas sector. Is rumored to have ties to that person. Definitely is related to the presidential candidate of the PDP in the last elections, the former vice president, His Excellency Abubakar Atiku. So if he has all of this, and you know, if you look up the guy, this guy that is declared wanted now, man, them boys have money. Like, they're talking about private jets up and down.
So Tolakwa Rogers says, imagine these foreigners having police escort, really. So it's
they do.
They do. You see them all over the place.
They do.
If you live in Lagos,
I still saw one yesterday when we were leaving the office.
It's a thing
with the gun wielding police escort.
It definitely is.
And they're in the market buying something.
A thing. So basically, we're still talking a bit of politics before we actually go. Interesting news coming from Ekiti as Governor Oyebanji raised an alarm today saying that there's a planned coordinated media attack that's going to be on him from next week, saying that some APC chieftains in the state and some federal ones as well, are national ones as well, are really against him and all that. I'm like, really?
You know, politicians are smart. Even if there's no planned coordinators, you have said it now. So that you have created, we understand.
We get it.
But,
anyway,
but hey, it could be true also.
So Tola Aquara just says no. The APC Senate president is share money for live broadcast. I don't know.
Are you serious?
I don't know what he's saying. Please, could you explain that? No, it sounds like there's something that he's trying. Maybe not the Senate president. I think he's trying to say something else. But please explain quickly. Anyway, going from that, Benue Assembly has suspended 4 members, saying that they were attempting to impeach the speaker.
We're back to all these impeachments again.
Yeah, but moving on from that, we're going to the ADC, where I think the only House of Rep member in the ADC, Abejide, has now come out to say categorically that he's the landlord in ADC. ADC is, for people that don't know, that's the coalition party that a lot of people from the APC, from the PDP, from a lot of people have moved to, and they want to change Nigeria. He's now saying that he's the landlord in ADC, and the coalition will collapse completely in September.
Okay. September is next month.
Just a few days.
We are watching.
We're watching. Definitely. We're watching right here. Okay. Tola Raja says we go start today, disgrace all these foreigners now.
Yeah, look, if you're coming here and you're causing problems for us.
And
you're already piling on our bad name in quotes.
I think that the EFCC is doing they should intensify their work, because it looks like there are a lot of people that want to be funny. But before we go, we do not have a lot of time left. But before we go, there's one gist that I know that cannot pass me by. ASU is in the news. People might not like what I'm saying, but people that watch it know that I'm not a fan of ASU. However, they have said that there is going to be a possible nationwide strike, accusing the federal government of failing to honor long-standing agreements on the revitalization and proper funding of Nigerian public universities. Oh my God.
It's like rain and tax, They always go up, and they must actually happen. ASU and strike are synonymous, you understand? So, in the 2 years of Tinubu's government, he has done everything possible to ensure that there's no strike. And students are the better for it. Remember when ASU would go on even as much as 19 or 16 month strike?
Oh, yeah.
That's almost 2 years. Do you get? And your friends who are in private university will graduate 2 years before you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, whoever entered school 2 years ago with anybody that's in private, they are at least likely to graduate at the same time if they're in the same course and the duration is the same. Do you get? But also, in their wisdom, they want to strike.
No, they want to strike again.
However, government, if it is true, please do something about it.
Let's find a solution quickly. I don't think that.
I thought that ship had sailed.
I know. Is it not ASU?
Because the girl's ship goes sail,
Is it not ASU?
you will not see the ship again.
Is
And it did
ASU?
not drown, no. It has just moved to greater heights. But
Is it not ASU?
ASU's strike ship
How will
strike
you
ship
know that?
resumes.
How will you know that they are still there if they don't say that they want
The
to
strike resumes.
You people might be right, but I'm sorry. I don't think there's anything that I've seen that you people want to do. Anyway,
let there be strike. And
for
there
people
was,
that
and
do
there was
not know,
strike.
I like I said last week, I was coming back this week because the NPFL is officially starting in about
a few minutes.
And Remo Stars is going to be opening that with Rivers United.
Mm-hmm.
So match week day 1 for NPFL is today, and that's the only game that is happening today. Let me look for the fixtures for tomorrow. But you know what? Since we're on till today, there's also a Premier League game. There's West Ham and Chelsea as well today at 8 p.m. So for people that maybe are betting or something, you can be looking forward to such games. And I think that one other game that is very interesting to look forward to, like tomorrow, is Manchester City and Tottenham. Let's see what Tottenham is able to do with they're not in the best of moods at the moment, but it is what it is. I think that watching City last week, I think that it's Tottenham needs to do a lot of work. What do you think?
They have a good squad, but Guardiola is cooking.
Well, that's what I'm saying, yeah. Bournemouth is going to be playing Wolves, Brentford is playing Aston Villa, Burnley, Sunderland, and Arsenal is going to be playing Leeds on Saturday.
There, Arsenal. This season, you don't get excuse. You don't buy Arsenal is now the Galacticos of EPL. You have Ateta. I mean, what's that your name again? You have no excuse.
You don't have any stories. There's no.
If you don't win at least 2 major trophies
this season,
you have failed.
There's nothing.
Not even one.
Nothing is coming. You're not coming back from this.
And when we say trophy, we mean real trophies. It's not the nearly trophy that you always carry. Coming second.
Oh my God.
You must win a trophy, a real trophy. You must carry cup, and it's not this type of cup that I'm holding.
Oh my God! What are you?
I'm just saying it. Ateta, they have bought everything for you.
There's nothing else you're looking for, Abby. Moving on, match day 1 of the NPFL on Sunday. Actually, there are no games tomorrow. Kwara United is going to be playing Ikorodu City. Wiki Torres will be playing Plateau United. Katsina United playing Warri Wolves. Shooting Stars will be playing Bielsa United. Niger Tornadoes. Nasarawa United. Abia Warriors will be playing Kano Pillars. Enugu Rangers will be playing Kun Khalifat. El Kanemi Warriors will be playing Bendel Insurance. And Barao will be playing Eimba. All on Sunday at 4 p.m.
Alrighty.
So those are the games, Please look out for whichever one that you want to look out for. We really actually need to encourage and support our own home-based teams as well. And on that note,
adopt a Nigerian team to support this season.
Yeah, I think that is going to be great. It's actually going to be a great thing. So on that note, that is all we able to take today on The Bar. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much for all the comments. We'll be back again on Monday at 3 p.m. West African time to give you another wonderful edition of the Boom Bar. Do have a beautiful weekend.
Boom Radio NG is live 24 hours. Check us out on our website, boomradiong.com.
Peace.